What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Reaction Channel. Thank you for being here. And as you can see, guess what? We got another Ink Master video. Shout out to Paramount Plus for approving the last one. So that means this is going to be a new series on the channel. Now, don't worry if you are wanting some Super Nanny content or some Dance Moms or Catfish. That's going to come very soon. Don't worry, especially Super Nanny. But just wanted to take like a small break from some things, start some new series up, see what's doing well, see what isn't, and go from there. And the Ink Master video that I uploaded got 500 likes in under 2 days. I cannot thank you enough for that. It was so cool. I was so excited to see that you guys were wanting more. And thank you for all the amazing comments about my mom and her passing. Kind of got me a little emotional the one night reading them. There's almost 200 comments. A lot of them were just you guys being so nice and supportive. And yeah, man, stuff like that really matters to me, you know, and it really helps. So I appreciate your words. And yeah, I just can't thank you enough. So if you're here again, you're happy again, thumbs up the video. There's no need to be a like goal or anything. But hey, the more the merrier, as always. Leave a comment if anything entices you. And please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch, where I watch live episodes of TV shows 5 days a week. So come on by. Well, you know, come on. Come through. Also, big news today. Genuinely big news if you're lurking. I only do about 3 or 4 merch drops a year. And today is one of those days where if you're watching this on Saturday or Sunday, this should be up on Saturday, I have a merch drop live right now, and here it is. The Girly Pop Nervous for No Reason collection. Nervous for No Reason is my brand, and this is the brand new shirt available right now. It's been available from Friday to Sunday. So if you would like to support me and my small business venture, a decent amount of you on here last time bought some stuff. It would mean a lot. It's $30, up to 5X in terms of sizing. We also have these stickers. And yeah, it's like the Girly Pop drop. Our guy, Division came to me, and yeah, so we got stickers available. We got the shirt available, and it would just help me out a lot. You know, it's a small business, it's a passion project of mine, and if you like the design, something you want to rock, please consider buying something. It would mean a lot to me. I don't like to ask too much of you guys, but yeah, that would be a huge win. The link is going to be the first thing in the description. You'll see it right there. At least check out the site, give it a shot. Once again, it would mean a lot to me, and would just make me proud of myself, which, you know, is good sometimes. So that's exciting news. If you're watching this and it's a little bit past, you know, the date of upload, then it's probably not available anymore, but stay tuned for the next one, as it'll be just as important. With that being said, let me stop yapping. I just appreciate you guys, and just wanted to tell you how much it meant to me, the support in the last video. Like I said, I feel like a lot of YouTubers don't do that. I feel like people take things for granted, and I'm not one of those people that's going to do that. I don't know. I am very gracious and very, very happy and proud of my audience. That being said, let's watch some Ink Master. As you can see with the title, this is the worst portraits on Ink Master, the worst portrait tattoos. This is a 33-minute compilation. I'm going to watch it right to halfway, right to around the 16-minute mark, and then I will do a part 2, and that will be a whole separate video, which will be great. Could I do the whole thing? Probably, but I don't want to jump the gun on just making too much content. I want to be able to space it out a little bit, you know, because this is exciting. Should I leave closed captionings on? I guess we'll go with the flow. Here we go, everybody. Worst portrait tattoos on Ink Master.
It's not fixable. That portrait will never look right.
Today, you must create a portrait tattoo. Remember, we're testing precision. If your tattoo doesn't look like the picture, you'll be packing. You have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Now, I don't know if the old lady tattoo where she looked like a meatball ball sack will be in this, but that was pretty rough last time.
Let's do this, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I was looking at like your art and it was kind of making me a little nervous because it's a portrait and I didn't really see any of those from you. So I was like, oh my God. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. That woman's a saint in my eyes. She always will be.
You know, you gotta have confidence in your artist because that negative projection sometimes works against you.
That probably won't age well since this is a worst of compilation, so if you end up in a worst tattoo Ink Master compilation, probably not a good sign.
My canvas is putting an immense amount of pressure on me.
Her face looks a little bit fatter.
We squish it down, so
Okay, that doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks okay.
it looks fatter. When we put it on your leg and it curves around your leg, it's gonna look skinny.
Honestly, the closed captions I'm blocking, so I'll just turn it off.
Here, you see how it skinny's out?
He's not happy.
I'm convinced that the curve of the canvas is going to elongate the portrait. By squishing it down a little bit, it's going to compensate for that. I need you behind me on this, man.
Trust me, I need to be behind you on this.
Good. Everybody's wondering if I can pull this portrait off. It's pretty intimidating.
All right.
This is the worst picture to work from.
Because of the contrast and the
No,
grain.
the blur, yeah, the graininess. Look at it.
The photo
Okay.
blurry as hell, but I got enough of the gist to actually follow the blur
Enough of the what?
to make it sharp.
I'm kidding. He said just.
And it's because I am a portrait artist.
Oh, okay. How are you on this compilation?
To find the clean parts of that in my head.
You have to be able to pull off bad pictures sometimes. Pulling that off will be a guaranteed win.
Come on. I'm nervous.
coloring in
It's not even my tattoo, and I'm nervous.
Hair, and I'm realizing that squishing the photo was a bad idea.
Oh no.
How you feeling about it?
As long as she don't look like she just got out of Taco Bell, I'm golden.
Just got out of Taco Bell. It's crazy. Oh no.
I gave this guy a fat grandma. That's the one fear that
Fat
my canvas
grandma.
We still talk about her like she's in the next room. That's how much she meant to the family.
Oh
I'm
no.
trying to project confidence in this scenario, even though I'm super freaking out on the inside. To make her look a little thinner, I kick a little more shadow on the
Oh no. Oh gosh. This might be a disaster. This might look like a skin condition.
jawbone. And I also bring the hair in a little bit on the right side. But even after all that, it still looks chubby.
Oh gosh.
I'm covering the face. I don't want anyone to see it.
I'm
Jesse
scared.
squeezed the image. I'm not sure where that was a good idea.
I'm looking around at all the tattoos and I'm realizing that mine's the worst.
Oh,
when
no.
it comes to elimination, whoever I'm in the bottom with,
Why is it so insanely dark?
I'm hoping
Oh
the
my
judges will
gosh.
see more potential in me moving forward than them.
Mr. Jesse Smith,
Oh boy.
how you feeling about this?
I feel like I dropped the ball.
We're judging precision.
See, like, once again, there's aspects of it that's good. The eyes look nice, the lips, but like the right side of the tattoo looks like it got less love, and then it does look bloated, but it looks so dark and blotchy.
I gotta say, I don't feel like any of the details in this tattoo are precise.
The hair could be a little more realistic. Hair is a tough thing to do. It's one of the hardest things in a portrait. It could have been more detailed. It looks a little too just not real enough.
You look at this photo, you see strands. The way you tattooed this hair is more like a weird fur
They kind of look like a wig.
tribal pattern. Not to mention just the entire perimeter of the face does not look the same. You totally it up.
I mean, I don't have too many legs to stand on here. My portrait obviously sucks. And if we're looking for precision and detail, this is Sebastian's strong suit. So if there's one thing he shouldn't drop the ball on, it should be
Okay, I like this play though. He's doing his best.
this. If I dropped the ball in new school when I was in the bottom
Sebastian looks like he could pick him up and throw him to the next state, but
two in new school, I would have sent myself home.
Would like to say Jesse's a dickhead for throwing me under the bus. They didn't execute precision. Jesse made his face fatter. That's up precision, trying to make a face fat.
What's that, Sebastian?
Talking about executing precision, like he made a face fatter. You don't ever change the actual face. Literally
grandma.
change it.
I'm seeing a new side of you today.
To hear him throw me under the bus like that is not a happy moment for me. Make a case for yourself. Don't make a case off of me.
But that's what you do, man. You should have nailed it. That's all I gotta say.
it is a competition.
The judges have decided. Jesse, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Get the
fat grandma.
Out of here.
To do a portrait, your accuracy has to be 100% on point. One little difference in any part of a face and your portrait looks completely off. There's no way around it.
Even if the tattoo is perfect,
Perfection, yeah.
they're gonna be like, why did you cut this piece out or not that? You feel me?
Oh, that's him. Wait, which
I'm
picture?
stunned.
I kind of figured.
And you're ready to just tackle this thing.
Yeah.
Jimmy's doing
She's getting a picture of him,
a tattoo
the host.
of one of his judges. That's gotta be pretty intimidating.
There are a lot of moles.
Oh, that's.
I know.
Oh no.
My question is, if it's not the back, what do you suggest?
You got things on
We
your
can
legs?
skip this part because we just saw this last
I'd probably
week.
suggest legs, I guess. My canvas wants a tattoo on her back, but it is moly back there. I need a tattoo.
Wait, I didn't see the mole part before. Oh, that's why they moved it to the bottom of the leg.
Somewhere else.
Who won the flash challenge, Jimmy?
Yes.
I guess he screwed you, huh?
If she's gonna stick to her guns, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll end up with a portrait of her mother on my leg.
Glad you didn't.
It's gonna be a big.
I wish I looked like that.
I need
If you want to see that reaction, watch last week's video.
prove that I can do other things. It's going to be a big feat in itself today if I can make it past this point as one of the new school kids.
So do you do much like realism portraits?
I would say
He's got that hair. He's got that tattoo artist hair. It's got to be slicked back.
almost absolutely not at all.
Somehow, I wiped his entire right eye off of my stencil. Pattern is going away.
The fact that the people, just like the grandma before and stuff, or the mom, like the fact that they're just right there staring at you while you tattoo their face on someone's body is crazy to me. Oh.
The areas where I don't need it to go away. If you lose part of your stencil, 99.999% of the time you do not want to try to freehand something on a face.
Just do them one-eyed.
As if it wasn't bad enough, this guy's sitting there watching me up.
This is
I need
brutal.
to fix this.
You know, like over her shoulder watching?
We decide we're gonna tattoo her on her calf. She's not a bit every
Right,
after
I'll skip this.
Every single.
For even
Should be trying to soften her face and just.
a portrait. Jason, you're up first.
Let's see how it turned out.
Was it nerve-wracking to have
Quite
the
a
subject
beard
of
on
your
him.
portrait sitting in the room with you as you were?
It's a little threatening because
Yeah.
they're standing right there. This
Yeah.
is testing every one of my panic disorder buttons.
Overall, man, you did do some neat tricks to get
Okay, wait a second. That's really not that bad. I don't hate that.
some detail in there. The mustache and the beard, the detail is very nice. The mouth, you captured the little smirk. There's a couple spots you lost me on accuracy. Just the shape of his hair, the way it goes onto his shoulder.
Oh, I didn't really see that.
Didn't have the same shape, but accuracy in the glasses, that's the big fudge on this thing.
It looks like you kept trying to sculpt it, and then you ended up changing the shape of the glass.
It's not terrible though.
Glasses. Tried to put white in there, and then I noticed that it was thickening up.
This was the tattoo that needed the most accuracy because there were so many different textures. If you can't nail each texture, then it shows up a lot. It just threw it off.
Kyle.
I've seen this. If you didn't see it, there it is. My God. All right, here you go.
The weak point is you didn't go dark.
Okay. Okay, that's also not that bad.
Enough. And the hair and the eyes.
Okay, the hair's a little.
The beard goes to the jawline. You kind of created some highlights in there that made it look lighter.
One of my biggest fears was to make the tattoo so dark that it looked like a cover-up.
I mean, we see Dave all the time, and his hair's jet black. His eyes are super dark and smoky, and you took some liberties with your accuracy. It kind of takes away from what it could have really been.
That's what I first thought because I was like, that's
You should have trusted it. You ended up doing way more work than you had to.
No better way to test accuracy than with portraits. We gotta send one of these guys home. Let's start off with Jimmy.
He has done smoother black and gray than his portrait. He just overthought it.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that Jimmy did on there that changed the look of it. Mainly that lower jaw.
He highlighted a lot of areas that are clearly dark in the photo.
Next up, we have
At
Kyle.
least say you could tell who it
Trying to
is.
replicate every little nook and cranny. It's a lot to put in there.
I'll laugh every time.
She has areas where she is not as wrinkled in this photo, like the circles of her cheek.
I mean, that's just crazy. Looks like a lizard.
I know it doesn't aesthetically look pleasing, but it's more accurate than the one that Jimmy did of you.
Yeah.
And it's more accurate than the one that Jason did.
But out of Jimmy, Jason, and Kyle, Jason did the most aesthetically pleasing of the three.
There was mistakes. The whole shape of the glasses is off. The ear is darker than the whole face, and it's not in the photo.
Today, we tested your accuracy by asking you to tattoo a portrait that matches a photo, down to the last drop of ink. Jimmy, Jason, Kyle, the three of you were slightly off, and any one of you could justifiably be sent home. Kyle, you're here because the human canvas jury voted that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I didn't really expect that. That's the people you're trying to please first, so that sucks.
This tattoo is way too little for all that texture. You don't have enough room to let the tattoo breathe, and that's what made it look so dark.
There's a lot of that that's gonna come out. Those creases, they weren't done with solid black at all.
Jason.
You didn't do a horrible
I don't know if that's coming out, man.
tattoo, but when we line it up against everybody else's,
I don't think he should be sent home for this.
the accuracy of all these things.
I really don't think that's that bad.
Ear, the hair, the glasses, it's those details that are wrong.
It's definitely like shrunk down a little bit, and I don't know. I'm trying to be nice.
Saw my shortcomings on that tattoo, and I know that this is not the best of me.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, you won black and gray day, but because this challenge was named portrait, it hindered your black and gray. There was a lot of inaccuracies in your portrait. You should have stuck with your gut.
The judges have decided.
I think they would probably send Kyle home here.
Jason.
Really?
You do not have what it takes.
I don't agree to that. Is it just me? I don't know.
To be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
I think Kyle's meatball grandma, mom, whatever tattoo is way worse in terms of like, oh, that's on my body forever.
You have 6 hours.
Also, I did read in some of the comments that you guys were saying that these are free. These tattoos are free, which is nice and makes it a little bit better because it's like instead of paying $2,000 to get a fat granny on you, it is at least free.
Tattoo an X-Men color portrait, and your time starts
X-Men's Hugh Jackman.
now.
Okay.
Let's do this. When looking at a color portrait, you're looking for it to be an exact replica of the photo. Therefore, everything has to be precise. The eyes have to line up, the shading on the nose has to be just right. You have to capture every little essence of the face.
So I'm feeling really good about my tattoo. It's coming out exactly the way I want it to. Very nice, very nice. It's looking really good. The nose, lips, eyes, cheekbones look exactly like the reference. I love it.
Okay, I like the confidence.
My canvas wanted to get the knives in, but I'm very concerned about time. I'm very upset that I can't get them in. If I don't finish this tattoo, I'm screwed.
Because Warpath always has knives, as soon as you take his knives out, it's no longer Warpath. It could just be anybody. This is a huge mistake.
I just hope it looks good. You think it's gonna look good?
I think it'll look cool.
Okay.
Today, we ask you to use technical precision to create an X-Men color portrait. Lydia. What happened here with the negative space?
It does. It doesn't. Yeah. 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 That looks kind of bizarre because of the no fist, no swords. Are those knives? I see the knives on the bottom. I was just looking at the handles. Yeah, that's not good.
Underneath this gentleman.
He initially had the knives, but I didn't have enough time, so I just figured I'd put a big X down there.
What?
Just a big. It is X-Men.
Makes this character recognizably X-Men are those blades. Missing those, it's very difficult for me to know who this is.
The problems with just the structure of the portrait, the shape on one side of the nose, the crease you put in and the dark shadow, they don't line up. In the photo, his lips are straight. In your tattoo, they look crooked. That's a big mark to miss.
Roland.
When you're doing a portrait, you got to copy the structure of the face.
Oh, no. He was way too confident. That looks terrible. That looks absolutely terrible. It's so derpy. Blink. I'd want to blink 1,000 times so I don't have to see this. He also didn't get the knives in there or whatever. But, I mean, the hair is horrific. The eyes. Oh, this is very bad. This has to lose.
She does not even have the same shape. The color fades are not there.
Color, as you know, is not my forte.
Well, listen, buddy. I don't know if tattooing is either.
I don't find any redeeming qualities in this tattoo at all.
Yeah. That looks terrible.
All right, today, technical precision, color portraits of X-Men characters. Let's talk about the bottom of the day. Lydia did Warpath.
This technical precision that she's lacking shows in just looking at the shape of the lips and looking at the shadow along the side of the face and the look of the hair.
I think at least they're being a little bit more nitpicky with that one. Like, that does look like Warpath. It does. Is it a little derpy? Does it look like they got a jawbreaker on the side of their mouth? Yes, but it at least is better.
Work to fix this face up.
Than
and Roland.
This tattoo didn't keep the shape of the face. He
that
didn't
to
put
me
the
looks
shadows
terrible.
on the tattoo in the same place the shadows in the portrait.
This is the antithesis of technical precision.
Today, you
even the little thing of like the diamond in the middle of the nose, like right here, like it's much bigger. It looks like the Sims diamond on the left, and then on the right it's so small you can barely see it. Almost looks like shadow.
Place the shadows in the portrait.
This is the antithesis of technical
Big
precision.
word, antithesis.
Today, you tattooed the best test of precision that there is, a color portrait. Roland, you're here because Scott put you up for elimination. Scott, why did you put Roland up for elimination?
I felt that his piece was one of the weakest. This one, that was it for him.
You would be correct.
Opinion.
I will admit this is a very difficult tattoo that's been out of my repertoire, but I'm here to fight. I'm here to stay here.
Lydia, you're here because the human canvases determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
As far as my tattoo being worse than Roland, I don't agree with that.
I agree. You're right, Lydia. It's not worse.
I believe I'm a better tattoo artist than him.
When the human canvas jury calls you down, that
Could someone tell me in the comments what the human canvas jury is?
for you is a major nail in the coffin. That's your client base.
It was a tough tattoo to get through, and I overthought it.
Roland and Lydia, either one of you could be packing your machines.
That's not. I'm so used to people saying pack your bags, pack your machines. At least they don't have a lot to pack.
The judges have decided.
Gotta send Roland home here.
Roland.
Good.
You do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You made the right call.
Okay, artists, you have...
All right, we'll do one more here.
6 hours to tattoo a portrait. Only 5 of you remain, and 4 of you will move on. And your time starts
There's the Wreck-It Ralph guy.
now.
Right. Let's do it.
Get on it.
Just stand straight up and just relax. With portraits, precision's essential because this is where everything has to be dead on. Every single drop of ink that you apply to that portrait is going to be a reflection of the face.
Oh boy, a bald guy. That could look like a pee-pee.
In the picture, and it can't be off. If you change a feature on a face, you're out.
When I do a tattoo, I'm like, do this tattoo like you would be okay with walking around with it.
My canvas originally wanted his wife's portrait on his arm, and I talked him into moving it on his thigh. This is much better placement.
I could see that. Like the arm, you got to really shrink it down.
This tattoo has a lot of things going against me right now. The hair could totally make or break this tattoo. I need to make sure the hair is flowing, but
I know that
totally make
that's
or break this tattoo.
like some sort of probably lubricant or something, but that looks like a clump of mashed potatoes.
I need to make sure the hair is flowing, but not super crazy.
Okay.
And on top of everything, it is so stressful having this woman watch me tattoo
Yeah, every time they do that, like they're just like staring at them.
her face. This is a ton of pressure right now.
That's what stoked me out on it, man, is all the little crazy medals and stuff, you know what I mean?
Give me a chance to get fancy.
I purposely picked this photo because you can't really see the face. My strategy is to make this jacket and this helmet look so on point that it's undeniably a good tattoo, and they can only pick apart the face so much because the face isn't even there.
Well, hold on.
Give me a chance to get fancy.
I purposely picked this photo because you can't really see the face.
I mean, you can certainly see the face. I'm confused. I mean, yeah, maybe they're covering the eyebrows there, but you can certainly see the face there, buddy.
Holy crap, that's sick.
Oh. He likes it. No, good. As long as he likes it. Does that helmet not look like ass or?
A little
feeling the medals. It's like, holy Christ.
Cruzman's tattoo turned
They love it.
out exactly like we thought it would.
That is very derpy. That nose looks like an anteater. But he likes it, so...
It's busted. His face looks like it's melting down.
Melting down. Okay, let's really look. Okay, the jacket looks good. The metal things look good, right? Like, that all looks fine. The helmet, to me, I don't know. There's really, it's just like two big white blocks and then just dark, dark ink. The face, though, I mean, look at that right ear. The lips right here, that is not lips. That looks like a pistachio if you really look at it, or an almond, pecan. The nose, there's no depth to the nose. You know, it's just like, it looks like there's just nostrils basically on a floating face. Whew, yeah, that's very bad. That's just very bad, I'm sorry.
His neck. It's not fixed.
Oh, no. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst one.
That portrait will never look right. Cruzman, pack your bags.
Today, you had to give canvases and their loved ones a way to stay together even when military service keeps them apart by tattooing a portrait. Cruzman, start with you.
Cruzman. His name's not actually Cruzman, is it?
Speaking about precision specifically, there
It's another one of those tattoo artists that they went way too hard with, like, the shadows and stuff. Like, it's just way too much blotchiness on the face. Also, the big factor, like the sideburns, you can barely tell that he has sideburns on the actual tattoo. Oh, man. It's just not good.
There are really great examples of that in the uniform itself. I love what you did with the name tag.
Great. That looks good.
And the little elements on the jacket, the fine details.
That's why I picked this one. There was the least amount of face to do, and I am not a
Thank God there was not a lot of face.
portrait tattooer, so I figured that was my only hope of holding on.
It looks like some of the shading in the face got away from you, especially that line in the nose.
The shading you put in the nose takes the nose in the wrong direction. His chin going into his neck.
The chin is... Now, I will say, the guy on the left doesn't have much of a chin. But on the right, it looks like a turkey.
You needed to up the definition of that a little bit to show which one of these crease lines is his actual face and which one is the neck.
You see what you did inside the jacket with the tie and that reflection of the shirt? You were confident because it wasn't a face.
I totally was.
If you're not confident in a face, don't treat it like a face. Just treat it as shapes and go in with the same confidence that you go in the jacket area, because you can do it. There are examples of the precision that's necessary to hit those things.
Duffy.
Duffy. Love it.
One thing I will say about your portrait is you do have smooth, good areas.
See, once again, am I just crazy? It's like they go so crazy on the shading. I think they just try so hard. It doesn't look great. It's not worse than Cruzman's, but it's certainly not great.
Of gray, but the really heavy cheeks that you gave.
Yeah, I mean, look, they look like she's gotten like 150 doses of Botox in the cheeks. It looks like there's gumballs trapped under there. I mean, you know, I'm blocking. Well, you already saw the photo, but you know what I'm saying? And then, like, even like here to here, it just,
Those really weren't as pronounced in the photo. You changed their face completely by sagging her out. And because you didn't shade the two back teeth on the right, as dark as it is in the photo, you give her buck teeth.
Oh no, I didn't even realize the buck teeth.
The problem with your hair is where it meets the head. It looks like she's bald, and she's wearing a wig, and the wig is slipping off to the back.
No, the tracks are falling off.
You put a real crease between her bridge of her nose up to her
The
eye.
eyes look decent, though, and the eyebrows look okay. way too much shading on the nose.
Bro, it totally recontoured.
Even like look at, the inners of the eyes. Like that, the left picture, there's nothing. The right, it looks like she hasn't slept in 35 years. Like she's Edward from Twilight.
The lay of the land. You don't capture the spirit.
Today we're testing precision with portrait tattoos.
Cruzman definitely has a lot of problems in his tattoo. The dark shading he put in the face in the wrong spots.
Looks like something bad happened to him.
He's got a broken nose for sure.
The ridge of the nose is a right turn,
got a
and that's
broken
really
everything.
taking this tattoo out.
Duffy's, I don't think it looks like this woman at all. If you look at her photo, she's an attractive woman, but the tattoo, it is scary.
Duffy really loses it because she gives this woman melting cheeks, incredibly pushed out teeth. She has some really nice shading in this. Her shading is nicer than Cruzman's, but unfortunately it's not right.
Today you had to tattoo the ultimate test of
Cruzman's
precision,
gotta go.
a portrait. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day.
Wow.
Duffy, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
That's the last thing I wanted to do was disappoint you, especially under the circumstances.
Frank and Gladys, why did the jury vote Duffy to the bottom?
My wife looks a little different.
My face looks bigger than what it is. My teeth are a little bit closer together, and the hairline looks receded on one side. I just look different.
She's not wrong.
Every single mistake counted on this one.
I over-exaggerated some things I thought would be really good definition. I apologize.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's all right, kiddo.
It's just not the tattoo you want to disappoint on for sure.
When I look at Cruzman's first glance, it looks like the photo, but when I pay attention to the face, it's up. One line of shading on your nose, this tattoo.
Because you don't cap the ridge to create that hot spot on the bulb of the nose. Without that, you completely change the dynamic of the face.
If it at least just had one perimeter outline around this guy's facial shape, it would not look like he's wearing a wet paper bag for skin.
Oh.
A few little lines could have kept you out of the bottom.
Not the wet paper bag.
Well, we have the last master and apprentice duo standing here before us. One can move on, and one has to go home. And we have to decide that.
If they're equal, flows for the master. He gave her the gift of tattooing, and when it's handed over properly,
He's the master?
where good tattooing ethics gets the apprentice to the end.
I'll say that the reason why Cruzman's is more appealing is not the portrait part of the tattoo, it's the uniform, the framework that lent itself to look more like that photo. But when you go down to face versus face, I think Duffy's face looks more human. The judges have decided. Duffy.
Really?
You do not have what it takes.
I don't disagree. I mean, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I thought his was way worse looking. She had potential.
To be Ink Master.
Wow. He got lucky.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
He got lucky.
Okay.
He got lucky. He really did. Wow. All right. I went a little bit over. We'll do another one of these as a bonus, as a part 2, because we got another 12 more minutes. That'll be like a nice 20-minute video that we'll get out. But my air conditioning guy is coming within like the next 10 minutes. I disagree with that though. I think Duffy should not have been sent home. What do you think? Am I wrong on these? I don't know. All right, there you go. More Ink Master. Heck yeah. If you made it to the end, like the video if you forgot to, comment if you forgot to, subscribe if you haven't yet, and then once again, consider picking up a shirt. Even if you're someone that's like, oh, I don't wear pink, I don't wear black. Maybe there's someone that you know that would like this. And remember, it's just, helping a little small business out. It's my business venture. Nervous for No Reason is my brand. So, pick up a sticker, pick up a shirt, pick up both. Link is right in the description. First thing. Friday, it's already too late because we've time traveled, but Saturday and Sunday. So once again, if you're watching this days or weeks or months after it's uploaded, all good. It is not available, but yeah, pick something up. It's only a 48-hour sale, and it would help a lot. So thank you in advance if you get something. Hope you enjoyed this Ink Master video. I will be making more of these. Like I said, this will be a new series on the channel. On top, I'm still going to be making the watching for a first time series because I've been enjoying that. But Ink Master will now be a staple on the channel. It seems like there's a lot of videos that I can watch, a lot of compilations. And what I'll do is, like, if I'm watching a compilation and I've already seen, you know, something that we just watched, I'll just skip past it. It's not a big deal. And we'll go from there. And then over time, I'll forget like I do, and then we'll be good. But that is it. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. Hope you're happy with more Ink Master. Hope you're happy with the new content on the channel. Once again, the staples of the channel will return. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break. You know, I uploaded like 100 Super Nanny videos in like a year, and just need like a little mental break from it. You know what I'm saying? So don't go anywhere. But that is it. Appreciate you. Love you. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you very soon right here on Ryan's Average Reactions. Peace out.